Live from the campus of Washington and Lee University, this is a Channel 18 Rockbridge News Update.
Welcome to today's Rockbridge Report Live News Update. I'm Faith Isbell. Students at Parkland, Florida's Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School are back in the classroom for the second day, nearly 2 weeks after a gunman killed 17 people on school grounds. Gun control debates in Washington and across the country continue to intensify. CNN's John Lawrence reports.
Nearly 2 weeks have passed since 17 people were killed in a Florida high school, and the gun control debate is raging.
We continue to mourn the loss of so many precious, innocent young lives, but we'll turn our grief into action. We have to have action.
The White House has yet to release specific legislative framework for any gun-based proposals, but the president pledged to eliminate bump fire stocks and called for strengthening the country's background check system.
You just got to go and check who you're selling a gun to. I mean, these are things that are they're not depriving anybody of their Second Amendment.
Some support raising the minimum age limit for purchasing certain types of arms.
To say that you can go by on your 18th birthday, blow out the candles, and then go get a semi-automatic weapon and then turn it and put a bump stock on it and be fully automatic is just nuts.
And while the president and others have called for arming teachers on a voluntary basis, not everyone agrees.
When one holds up a gun in that situation, they might well be the person shot at by the police, believing that they are the one that is committing the atrocity.
As the debate continues, the victims of the Parkland shooting wait for change.
I feel angry. Angry that we let this happen. Angry that we did not solve this problem a long time ago.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
The State Department announced Monday that Special Representative for North Korea Policy, Joseph Yoon, will retire at the end of this week. Yoon's exit will leave the U.S. without key diplomats in the region, as the Trump administration has had no ambassador to South Korea for the last year.
We will continue to lead a campaign of maximum pressure on the regime. We also believe that there is a brighter path available to North Korea. They have expressed a desire to hold talks, but let us be completely clear. Denuclearization must be the result of any dialogue with North Korea.
The recently ended Olympic Games in Pyeongchang, South Korea, prompted greater friendliness between the host country and North Korea, opening the door for peace talks with the U.S. as well. Students across West Virginia have been forced to stay home for the fourth day running, as public school teachers continue to strike at the state capitol for higher pay. CNN's Andy Rose has the story.
Around 33,000 teachers and school service employees first hit the picket lines last Thursday to demand better wages and benefits. The final straw for them came Wednesday evening when Governor Jim Justice signed legislation that gave teachers a 2% raise in July, followed by 1% pay increases over the next 2 years, but did nothing to address their other concerns, chiefly among them the rising cost of health care.
I have a master's plus 45, and my income has dropped in the past 2 years due to insurance. I also work a second job.
We can't continue being 48th, 49th in salary. They've got to change something.
While all public schools in the state's 55 counties will be closed again on Tuesday, schools did send homework and extra food home with students last week before the walkout.
So it's not easy being here, but we have a passion for it.
Governor Justice told a crowd of teachers Monday that while he shares their concerns, there was no way to fix everything right away, and that he hoped for a better solution by May, a timeline that was met with laughter.
We need to go back to the table and start to work on solutions that can be satisfactory to the educators across the state and to resolve this.
I'm Andy Rose reporting.
West Virginia isn't the only part of the country that's struggling with teacher pay disparities. A recent study showed that Rockbridge County teachers have some of the lowest salaries among 20 neighboring counties. You can visit the Rockbridge Report website for the whole story. It was a thrilling senior night in Blacksburg yesterday as the Virginia Tech men's basketball team upset the 5th-ranked Duke Blue Devils 64-63. The win was the Hokies' third against top 10 teams this season and should solidify their spot in March's NCAA tournament. That's all for today's news update. Tune in Thursday afternoon at 4:30 for the full Rockbridge Report. This week, we'll tell you why Virginia school bus drivers may have to only complete a fraction of their current required training hours in the coming months. In the meantime, be sure to visit our website at rockbridgereport.wlu.edu for continuing county coverage. For the Rockbridge Report, I'm Faith Isbell.